Hello everybody and welcome back to a brand new video on the channel. Today we're here with another episode of our F1 2020 My Team Career Mode. If you haven't seen the last episode, be sure to go check it out. It was, pretty exciting, I would say. But today we're heading out to France. Going to be putting more money into the personnel centre. Really do want to bump up Joe's performance and really try to make him a solid second driver, because neither of us have both got through into Q2 yet. I've got through into Q2 and Q3, but he hasn't got through into Q2 yet, so we're really going to be wanting to do that. That's why with the activities, putting a lot of stuff that's like simulation based, so it will bump up his stats even more. But yeah, going through, getting the personnel center upgrade all done up. We do get our downforce upgrade done, but we don't get a tire wear upgrade, but we do have enough resource points to get that, so hopefully we can do pretty good in this race. I really didn't like France in last year's game, so we'll have to see what it's like. But coming in to the race weekend, as you can see, it's going to be another rainy race. I think this is we had our fourth rain weekend in a row. So pretty insane. We've had a lot of rain this season. So yeah, let's just sort of get into things. But R&D wise, AlphaTauri and actually Haas look like they might be ahead of us a bit, but on the scaling it says we're just ahead of them. But yeah, Haas have got up to us quick. But anyway, let's get into qualifying, see what we can do. Qualifying around France has always been a little bit weird for me. I've always been pretty fast through the first and second sectors. Then the third sector I lose like 2 seconds of time. I don't know where it all goes. But coming to the end of my first lap in Q1, they've actually moved the finish line further back, which is a bit annoying. We go P14. Now, I was going to, and I ended the session there, and we get through into Q2. Very good, just by the skin of our teeth. Very, very close there with Magnussen. Unfortunately, Joe doesn't get through. It was only 3/10 off us, so not bad. But I was going to bump up the difficulty after the end of last episode. Obviously, we had quite a good result. Still, if you haven't gone back yet and watched it, please go back. So yeah, I usually play on 90, so I bumped up to 95. On last year's game, I played on 85, I think. I think it was 85, so... And this pretty early in the game cycle, so still I'm going, pretty damn good. But I came into the pits, as you could see there, after my first Q2 lap. I didn't improve, and then I came out again right at the end of the session to go out for another one. See what's happening here. Losing about... This is why it's annoying moving that finish line back. I lost about 2/10 there just on the straight, and yeah, means it's still P16, but I feel like that's where we should be. I'm always really bad qualifying around France, so I'm not too mad about that, and I think bumping up the difficulty definitely didn't help me. I was 7/10 actually off of Raikkonen, so I was nowhere near it, and I feel I should have been out in Q1, but just because I had the difficulty down a bit, then yeah. But it will be on 95 from now on. I may bump it up to 100 at some point, but yeah. Rivalry wise, just looking good. We're still just holding on to the lead, and Team ACCLAIM goes up a little bit, getting closer to that level 9. And once we reach level 10, we can get a brand new sponsor on the car, which I'm very, very excited about. But let's get into the race and see what we can do.
Welcome along then to France, host of the world-famous Tour de France. But we're not talking 2 wheels today, we're talking 4, in a country widely thought of as giving birth to the art of motor racing back in the late 1800s. We've come a long way since then, and you're about to find out how far. It's time for the French Grand Prix. We have 15 corners here at the Circuit Paul Ricard, 6 to the left and 9 to the right. The rain is coming down and making for a slippery racing surface, but luckily there is plenty of runoff available, and hopefully we'll be able to avoid bringing out a safety car during today's Grand Prix. Anthony Davidson also joins me in the commentary box today. Let me ask you about Racing Point. What do you make of their performance so far this season?
Well, the atmosphere within that team seems very positive at the moment. Everyone seems like they're in great spirits and having a lot of fun doing what they do, and that's definitely contributed to the performances we've seen.
With the race minutes away from starting, here's what today's grid rundown looks like. Good job yesterday from Valtteri Bottas. The Finn starts from pole position, and it's Charles Leclerc in P2. Looking at the rest of today's grid, we have Vettel, Albon, Max Verstappen and Perez, Norris, Ocon, Kvyat and Daniel Ricciardo, Gasly, Hamilton, Lance Stroll and Sainz, Raikkonen, Byrne, Antonio Giovinazzi and Roman Grosjean, Joe, Latifi, Russell and Kevin Magnussen fills the last spot on the grid. And with lights out just moments away, it's time to go down to the track.
So as you can see, it is raining here at the start of the race.
Can you hear me? Right, we're hoping for another podium this weekend. Let's go out there and get a result.
I don't think we're going to get a podium, Jav. But as you can see, the game wants us to start on dry tyres. I tried to change it to inters, but it wouldn't let me. So I just assumed that, oh hey, it must be pretty, not that wet and the rain's going to go away pretty quick. And as I was changing the strategy, it said the strategy I just randomly made was 12 seconds quicker than the original one we were given. So I think just messing with the strategy a bit, we've pulled out an amazing strategy here. We will be 12 seconds quicker than we should be on a one stop. Now, will that come through? We'll have to see, but we really have nothing to lose, to be honest. So as you can see, yeah, it's really raining, but I hope the rain goes away pretty damn quickly as everyone is on dry tyres. But we're underway for the French Grand Prix, and it's a pretty good start, at least compared to Raikkonen, who got an absolute shocker of a start, as we're pulling past, I think that's Stroll there. Yep, he's staying alongside us. I'm just trying to follow Sainz through, stay on the back of him. Obviously Hamilton had a penalty, so he's quite far down the grid. We get past Gasly as well, so a decent start up into P13 from P16 on the grid, but just staying tucked in behind Hamilton. Gonna go around his outside through here, and just, it's so chock-a-block here at the start. It's like all gridlock, just trying to squeeze Hamilton out. We've done it. The Hamilton can't get back through. It's his Sainz and Kvyat are really fighting, and Kvyat almost squeezed Sainz out there as we're tucked in behind Kvyat, speeding up a little bit, but Hamilton's coming back. The Mercedes does have the best engine on the grid at the moment, so you can see I'm really looking for some room there, but I forced Hamilton into a mistake, and I'm going to swing it back around his outside. Obviously last race he had a monumental crash, somehow didn't crash out the race and managed to bring home a P4, but that was after we overtook him, so he's definitely not too happy with us at the moment. I pull the dummy on Kvyat, go to the outside, because it's just, you can carry so much more momentum going around the outside, and you just get a better line. If you go up the inside, you're quite compromised. So got the move done, ran the outside and up into P11 already, looking pretty good. But Kvyat's gonna have Kvyat is gonna have another look coming back at us. For a second I thought I'd been calling Gasly Kvyat, but it is Kvyat. As I lose the rear big time there, and now Hamilton's come in. Oh, we need to knock our rear. Oh, what's happened there? Has Hamilton taken some damage? As you can see here, so fighting with Kvyat, not Gasly. I lose my rear all on that curve, then Hamilton comes through, he just slides out and he clips my rear and loses it big time there actually, but I don't think he took any damage, so just a bit, he got a bit too trigger happy and went for the move. But we're going to go for an amazing move around the outside of Danny Kvyat. Oh my god, that has to be one of my best moves ever. That is insane. That is genuinely, I think, one of the best moves I've ever pulled off in an F1 game. That was so slick. Round the outside. Too good. But now we're trying to hunt down Science, as everyone's a bit caught up here on the back of Daniel Ricciardo and Lando Norris, as I'm going to go around the outside of Science, just taking advantage of everyone being a bit packed up. He's going to get the better run than me, but then I'll slowly be able to put it back. But I do back out of it into turn one, just because going up the inside, like I said earlier, not fun, and we could easily come together and just had a big incident, which neither of us want, especially with Science. But we go around his outside here, close off the line, and that was a lot easier of a move. But yeah, if you watched our career mode on last year's game at F1 2019, you'll know we had some incidents with Science, and we had some in Monaco with him as well, so on this game, so pretty intense, as he's going to send it up the inside as people coming into the pits. And Science, is he going to get the move done around the outside? Not quite. We're just going to keep it in there. We lose the red big time on exit. Oh no, Science has pulled away, and now Hamilton's going to get past us. No, but we're going to jump a bunch of people in the pits who all seem to be coming onto medium tyres here. So is everyone on the two-stop like we are, going soft to medium softs? It might be, but I think it looked like Ocon there was going on to another pair of soft tyres, so maybe he's going soft, mediums. I'm assuming, because there's nothing else he can do. But I sort of just fell off of Hamilton and Sainz until they peeled off into the pits. But I was getting quite worried, because everyone on the soft tyres were all coming in, and we weren't supposed to come in until lap 8. So I was really quite confused as we do jump up into P3, actually. So it is Daniel Ricciardo in P2. We're in P3, as there's a yellow flag behind us here. I'm trying to see who that is. Kind of looks like it might be a Haas car. Let's see. Yeah, Romain Grosjean out of the race. Unfortunately for him, it was a mechanical issue. I could see that on the mini-map. Yeah, there he goes. That's a shame for him, but there's nothing he can really do about it. And I have heard murmurs that the player can get mechanical issues as well. So I don't think it's just down to AI in this game. I don't think it's engine failures as such, but I think without having gearbox wear, and sometimes your tyres can literally just spike up in wear for no reason. Seemingly no reason. So yeah, I've heard murmurs about that. So hopefully, that could be quite cool to have to deal with something like that at some point in the game. But coming into the pits, going to be jumping onto the medium tyres for the second stint. A slow pit stop, but it's our pit crew with always been slow. And we are going to come out behind Sainz and Hamilton. So I'm really starting to wonder, where are these 12 seconds faster we're supposed to be going to come from? Because I'm pretty sure Kimi Raikkonen's on a one stop. He was on the strategy we were supposed to be on. So if we come out behind him at the end of this race, then that means the 12 seconds was just a lie. But we get around Hamilton and up the inside of Sainz coming into the final corner, just making moves, as there's just a massive train here. They're all getting held up. So I thought I'd take advantage of this. But now it looks like we might go 3 wide in turn 1. Not quite. Hamilton has no room to go. But Sainz is trying it. I'm just going to squeeze him out there. I'm not giving up any positions, because I really want to take advantage of this train. Because if I can get past everyone before the people ahead pull off into the pits, then I can make up a lot of positions that I wouldn't have been able to. But now, pulling past Latifi, Kvyat got past him pretty easily. But here's from Latifi's point of view. He must have felt really quite helpless. I think he just got quite a bad exit. There's nothing we could do about it. Well, he could do about it. And we swing around his outside. Now trying to get a move done on Norris. Squeezing him to the inside there. Trying to compromise his line. But he actually is going to go for the move round the outside of Danny Kvyat. Right on the edge there. Just within track limits. Very close there from Norris. Look, they're going side by side. And we're going to look up the inside. Oh my god. I think Kvyat punted Norris. I think Kvyat might have just given Norris a bit of a shunt off the track. Let's have a look from Norris's POV. Look at him swinging around the outside. Can't quite get it done. And he's continuing to stay alongside. And then, yeah, Oh, yeah, Kvyat. Let's watch Kvyat's steering wheel. Yeah, he sort of. It wasn't even me. I think he just lost some grip and he had a bit of oversteer or a snap of understeer or something where he just lost the car a bit. And yeah, but Norris keeps on trying to have a go at him, but Kvyat stays on top there. And so now we're coming into the final corner. Oh my god, Kvyat's hit us. Kvyat has hit our inside. Let's have a look at this from his point of view. So we take a wide line into turn 1. I do tend to do this. It's just so I can get a better run on the final straight. But I get that the AI is probably like, oh, I'll just take the normal racing line. He's out of the way. But look at that. You would not go for that move. You would back out of that. You would take a different line instead of just pile driving it into my side pod. And now, since everyone was all slowed up, Hamilton took advantage of this and just flew past absolutely everyone. As you can see, we have a big gap now. But yeah, Hamilton took a complete advantage of this and came flying past everyone. And if you guys are wondering, obviously yesterday the black Mercedes was added into all versions of the game. We won't be seeing the black Mercedes until after Hungary, because at this point that's where I've recorded up to. So every race after Hungary we will have a black Mercedes. But we do jump some people in the pits getting up to P11. But I didn't really fight Hamilton. I did just think, I'm just going to let him past. He's in a Mercedes. There's no point. I know we are fighting him for position, but we're just going to lose time fighting him. And we do get bumped up to P9. But you have to remember, we still have another stop to make. And I already feel my tyres are going off. As I've got a bit of a train behind me now. As Kvyat's putting on some pressure. And so I'm just not here, and I think my tyres are just going off a bit as Kvyat comes flying through. I wanted to try to fight back. Did you see I looked for the move around the outside like I did before? I just don't have the tyre grip to do that now. I can't do anything. So Kvyat's through, and it's not long before we're running wide out through the penultimate corner, and Sainz is going to be having a move round our outside like we tried to do to him. I just squeeze him out, leave him no room. Now Gasly's gone up his inside and Sainz has fallen back a fair bit there. But now, lap 15, we've set all green sectors, so we are going the fastest we have all race. As Gasly tried to send it round the outside, we block him off there and hold on the inside there. So very aggressive from Gasly. He's actually going to pull alongside us now, as we're going to gain even more positions from people coming into the pits. So we're up into P8. I think Gasly, just the Honda engine not working for him there, as he sends it into the penultimate corner. I had to avoid him there to make sure there wasn't a collision. And I do what I did to Sainz, just squeeze him out there on the outside exit. So we're back up into P6 now, and I think we're going to be pitting in lap 19, I think it is we're pitting. So quite soon, is now Raikkonen's making moves on us. And yeah, as I thought, Raikkonen was on the strategy. We were going to be on the softs to hards for one stop. And yeah, it seems Raikkonen, he's just going to beat us now because we have to make another pit stop. He doesn't. And we're already falling off of him as I predicted. Yeah, lap 19, coming into the pits. But yeah, the two stops seems not to be the better strategy. It does seem the one stop was better. So I don't know where on the predicted race time the team managed to get 12 seconds quicker, because we're going to come out behind our teammate. We're going to come out behind Joe here and Norris. We've lost so much time. We're behind everyone, and I don't know what Norris is doing on hard tyres, because he's on a two-stop strategy. Why would you go onto hards on the two-stop? I'm very confused there from Norris. But we swing it around his outside easy, and now trying to get hunting down on Joe, which we do pretty easy as well. We do what we did to Kvyat, just swing around the outside, because we have the grip now to be able to do that. And also gaining on Sainz. At this point, we'd had quite a fierce battle with Sainz and Kvyat throughout this race, so I just wanted to get past these two and I'd be satisfied. So I send out the inside of Sainz. I'm very aggressive there, to be fair. I did punt him a little bit, but we're all through. But lap 22, Sainz is coming back. I think this might be the exact same lap actually that we got past him, and he's coming back at us. He's on the inside. I squeeze him as much as I can, come round on the right hander, and he has no room. to get through there around the outside. But yeah, Kvyat started to break a gap, my tyres had gone off, and Albon is out of this race. That's such a shame for Albon right at the end of the race as well, and he was ahead of Max as well, so that really does suck for him. Sainz is putting on so much pressure, but we will gain a free position from Albon being out of this race. But Sainz is continuing to put on pressure, as he's going to do what Norris did to Kvyat earlier, and he's going to swing around my outside, but I couldn't fight it at all. My tyres had gone off so quick, and I tried to go around the outside, but I just don't have any grip. My tyres are done, and Norris now catches back up to me, and he's going to go swinging up my inside. So yeah, you can see I keep on trying to make it work around the outside. I just can't. Just don't have any grip, and it sucks because yeah, I feel we do definitely need to work on tyre wear, because we're just not here. As Valtteri Bottas takes the win at the French Grand Prix, and we're going to come home with a left front tyre on 70% and a very, very disappointing P17. So we did actually drop back a position from qualifying. I don't know where they got 12 seconds on from, and Raikkonen got driver of the day. That could have been us if we stayed with the one stop. Such a shame.
A great race then, and a fantastic victory here at Paul Ricard. What do you think it was, Ant, that gave them the edge over the competition today?
I feel like consistency was probably the key today. There's being quick, and then there's being quick lap after lap after lap. If you can do that, you can capitalise on other people's errors without making many of your own. And that's an approach that can push you a long way up the field.
Mercedes are on top form once again after an excellent race weekend. It's great to see them up on that podium once again.
So as you can see, our podium sitters are Bottas, Leclerc, Vettel. They all finish where they started, but Daniel Ricciardo finishes P4 on the one stop. The one stop was so OP. Kimi Raikkonen finished P5. We could have actually, when Jeff said at the start of the race, we're aiming for another podium today, we could have had another podium if we went with the one stop, which is such a shame that we didn't go for it now, because we could have had it. But yeah, it just didn't work out for us. Bottas moves up to second in the driver's standings, and the top four are only separated by basically one race. If Hamilton doesn't finish the next race and Leclerc wins the race and gets the fastest lap, he's going to be tied with Hamilton for points. So it's all separated by one race distance there, as Raikkonen comes flying up the driver standings, and we stand still in the constructors, even though a disappointing result. But yeah, we really don't have, I feel we've got our boost from Canada, and I feel from now on it's just going to be small points coming towards the end of the season, because I feel we are falling behind a bit. I feel other teams are upgrading and we're just not having that luck, and we're just not getting the, we're having failures and everything, so just nothing's coming through for us, and it's really a shame, and there's nothing we can do about it, to be honest. We're just sort of lagging behind all the other teams. But we get up to 2.27 million in sponsor money and everything as our total, and we do have a sponsorship to renew, and it's Quest, and I don't really know what to do, because I feel Quest, we've had them on the car since Monaco, I think it has. So Monaco. I think we got them on the car, or was it before Monaco? It might have been a race before Monaco, but we've had them on the car for a little bit. But I don't know, I feel we could probably get a better sponsor. Obviously there's ones like 7 that's just like insane and we can't do. Alkin's Energy looked pretty appealing, don't make contact with don't collide with another car, but I feel it's just the chance. It's just I want to have something that I know I can get without a doubt at the moment. Once we get to season 2, then I'll be putting ones that it's like, okay, can I get this? Is it possible for me to get this? Is looking through the sorted by goal bonus, looking through all of this. Yeah, there's stuff like hold first position for that, and then Sunburst came along, complete a clean race, and hell yes, I think that means we don't have to get any penalties. That's what I think it means. I'm not awfully sure, but also Sunburst, if you remember on last year's game, they were just a standard sponsor on the multiplayer cars, and I was super excited actually to get them on the car. When I saw Sunburst and it was have a clean race, I was like, hell yeah, getting that on the car, easy. And I think we'll probably keep Sunburst on the car for quite a while because I'm really excited to have them on. Like really, really excited. I'm super happy we managed to get them on board. Upgrade wise, I'm gonna go front downforce just because we struggled so much getting the front end turned in. That'll be done just before the Hungarian GP, which is very useful because that track is so downforce based. But yeah, we're falling behind Haas now. We are the second worst team on the grid, which sucks because we should be like with McLaren and Renault, I feel, but we just haven't got upgrades coming through, which is such a shame. But if you guys have enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a like, subscribe, turn post notifications on so you're notified when the next video is up. And yeah, I'll be back hopefully with some more daily uploads soon. I know it's been every other day, but try to get back with daily uploads tomorrow. So yeah, see you guys then. Peace.